doing little dumb videos and shit. So to see her go from that to just loving hip hop to now the album and the shit is going diamond, like hello, like that shit don't just happen. So she's seen a lot in a short time, and the world is asking her to recreate it again and recreate it better. She didn't know shit when she did it the first time. Now, granted, she's learned a lot since then, so she should be more prepared. But I think even me, who's not even at Cardi's level, when I go to do a video, sometimes I even feel a little pressure with trying to make sure my shit good. So I could imagine what the fuck she feeling with every eye in the world on her to now try to produce something that everybody's gonna like and love, and that's better than your diamond shit from 10 years ago. All
I'm so sorry. This is bail.
You've
This is
had
bail.
10
This is
I knew
bail.
y'all were
years.
Yeah,
gonna say
This
that.
is shooting
clear
shorty
Like,
bail.
bail.
what the
This
fuck
is
are we
three,
Feast,
4
talking
minutes of
about?
bail. This is shooting
Like,
baby girl
all
bail.
is
You are at the
bail.
bail
Feast,
bonds
Cardi
for
is a
like
musician
you
Not
are
the
too.
you are a
bail
bail
Okay,
bond.
guys.
So you
bondsman.
know what?
All
I'm
right.
gonna take
Like this
Like,
that.
is
this is
I
crazy.
this is
feel like
disgusting. We
Let
will
my
never give anybody
creators
10
will
years to drop
understand.
her
information
finish.
out.
Let
This
Peace
is
finish. Let
nasty.
Peace finish, and
All
then
I'm
we'll
gonna
get to you.
say is I feel like if you know, you know. That's it.
I'm looking for the videos now, though.
Hunter,
feel
you
like
done.
she.
All right,
Yo,
who's
can
up?
Hey
I
man,
wasn't
who
trying to
dropping
like
this year, yo?
I
Hey, y'all,
wasn't
let
trying to
Hunter
jump.
go. Let Hunter go.
I wasn't trying to like interrupt nobody because I came on here late, and I appreciate y'all bringing me up. I just really had two things. The first thing, because it's on my mind now, because Feast was talking. How much of her last album do you credit to her versus just the label creating it for her? Because I don't really think nobody is really like expecting her to recreate that album, because we know what that album was. Like Def Jam said, "Here you go," and she executed. I don't really
Nah,
think
it
we
was
looking for
Atlantic.
her to. I don't think we looking for her to make a invasion of privacy too, like multi diamond. I don't think we looking for that, but something like it's been 7 years. The second
People,
point I was
people are not expecting nothing less than what Invasion of Privacy did. It may not necessarily be the same
I feel
exact
like that's
thing, but
projection.
they're
I
not
feel
they're not
you,
expecting nothing less as far as results. But go ahead.
but that's not fair to her because she didn't even do that. She's not the reason why that album did that. So that's not even fair to put on her. That's a Def Jam baby. Like that is a project curated by that label, and they
Atlantic,
executed.
not Def Jam.
Oh
Atlantic,
yeah,
not Def Jam.
It's
Atlantic,
okay. Let
Atlantic,
him finish.
Atlantic.
Yeah.
Atlantic. Excuse me. And yeah, and they executed it properly. Like they did what they were supposed to do. My only issue now is like, damn, like you can't like a mixtape, nothing. Like what is your label situation where you can't even put out a 7 track, nothing? Like what's going on? But that wasn't my first point. My first point was I really blame Joe for what happened to him, and I'll be very clear in it. I sat and watched and listened to a pod episode some months ago of him coming in there fucking dancing around to that trash ass Enough song and the one flip, the one fish, blue fish song, all these songs, right? And I get it. That's his girl. Like he's gonna ride for New York. He want her to win. I respect it and understand it. But I knew from the jump that he was putting her way above what she needs to be. Like she's not as good as he's making her be. And because of that, he put her on a pedestal where now he's upset that she's not performing to the standard that he put her in, even though she didn't belong there in the first place. Cardi is not she don't even write. So how are we putting her to this like goat level of female rapper when she's not even that? She's a personality, a very, entertaining, personable. Like we get it. We wanted her to win and she won. Fast forward 7, 8 years later, okay, now we have to have more, you know, more rational conversations, more realistic conversations. Hey, this woman probably shouldn't have, maybe she should have been a 3-hit wonder. Maybe Joe shouldn't have like propelled her to this status of royalty in hip hop when she's not that. Like, I feel like all of that came back on him just for riding for her so hard.
Mm. Well, that. Hey, that's what we here for. I want to hear all of it. If you blame Joe, we blame Joe.
Yeah,
No,
you
he's right.
right.
When you rock when you hear somebody champion you the way Joe's very animated, right? Like The way he champions you, he doesn't just say, "Oh, good song, good, good job." He goes off
He
like
put
he'll
some
start,
sauce
like
on
how
that
he
shit.
is.
All of that shit, he put some sauce on it. I
Sauce.
was like, yo, this one fish, bluefish song is not as great as he's sitting there jamming and dancing around. Like that was crazy.
But
Even the even the
He
being
produced him.
shit pissed me
He
off because
produced
I'm
him.
like, damn, at the very least, at least Bia wrote that diss. You feel me? Like at the
Yeah.
very least. So like to see him like just ride and just shield Cardi like that and for her to turn around and do that, all I could think was that's what you get for not even being honest with yourself. Like that's what you get.
Oh yeah, a lot of people need to change their fire alarm batteries or just rip them
Yeah,
shits
that shit
out the
banged
wall,
out in
bro.
damn.
here.
Just
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in
about
the
to
car.
give
say
my
you're
I
gag
not
don't
off.
I don't know
talking
who
and
that is.
Give the
you
I'm in
low
the car.
vibrations.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, with Joe, you know how it is. It's either he champions the fuck out of you, or he's like, I've never seen him talk about somebody in a medium tone.
Big Sean.
An artist of that high caliber, it's either really up there or really down there. So when she hears him championing the single recently, she went on Spaces and she said, "Even my biggest hater, Joe Budden, he likes my single." And then then you hear the next time he brings you up, he's like, "You ever watch your bitch to go back to work?" And you're like, "Oh, fuck," like it's gonna piss her off. It is what
Probably
it
hit
is. What can you
home.
say?
It probably hit home.
It,
Offset
yeah,
was
you
Exactly.
could
like,
Go
tell
to
when some
Offset
shit
work.
ain't
hit
really
home.
bother
Exactly.
her. Telling her that she need
When
to
you
sit down
hiding from
now.
work for 7 years, shit hit home, I
I
guess.
just
Stop
think
being
yeah,
get
it
in
Exactly.
the
needs to
booth.
be less of babying these artists and more just you ain't even got to be rude, but it's like let's be realistic. Like, what are we babying you for anymore? It's been 7 years. You gave us the amazing album. I don't need no more Cardi B music. Like, I don't know how none of y'all feel, but it's like, all right, at this point, like, I don't even care. Like, I didn't really care from the jump. My girl was a fan. She don't even care no more. So, like, what do we like? You like?